The man stared ahead in fear, quickly ducking his head into the water. He held his breath, staying completely still. A few moments later, a pair of enormous feet appeared right in front of him. A sheep nearby tried to escape but was instantly grabbed by a massive hand. The man didn't move an inch, terrified to make a sound. Then something truly terrifying happened. So shocking it left him frozen, his mouth hanging open. Meanwhile, his companion hiding behind a tree exhaled quietly, but curiosity got the better of him and he peeked out to look. What he saw left him stunned, a huge monster. As he stared in disbelief, the giant seemed to pick up his scent. The chubby man quickly ducked behind the tree again. The giant slowly walked toward him. Back in the water, the first man finally came up for air, but it was too late. The giant had already noticed the chubby one. It pulled the entire tree from the ground. Realizing he was exposed, the chubby guy stumbled back in fear. Both of them locked eyes, frozen, but then the man turned and bolted. The giant didn't rush. He took 2 massive steps and easily caught up. With one slap, he knocked the man out cold. Curious, having never seen a human before, the giant leaned in to study him. As he lifted the unconscious man, the group's captain suddenly appeared and stabbed the giant in the ankle with a sword. The giant turned, not in pain, just irritated. With a single kick, he sent the captain flying into a rock, knocking him out too. Then, he calmly pulled the sword from his ankle. He picked up both of them and carried them off. The man hiding nearby could only watch, helpless, as his teammates were taken. The giant looked pleased with his catch and walked away. Jack, terrified of being discovered, slipped back under the water. Thankfully, the giant didn't see him. Once it was safe, Jack quietly followed from a distance, hoping to find a way to help his friends. When he got close, he lifted the edge of the giant's helmet. At the same time, Mark gently placed a beehive inside. The giant, happily asleep, had no idea what was coming. The 2 men waited, then dropped the beehive in and slammed the helmet shut, running to hide behind a rock. At first, the giant didn't seem to notice. Then suddenly, he began swatting at his head, panicking, and stumbled into a puddle. He lost his balance and nearly fell off a cliff. Desperate, he yanked off the helmet. The 3 men watching were horrified. The giant flailed his arms to fight off the bees. One stubborn bee wouldn't give up. It flew straight in front of the giant's face, then charged. The giant panicked, lost his footing, and tumbled off the cliff. The young man, finally safe, couldn't help but burst into laughter.